What's up, Wolves Nation? Noah out here for the first edition of Get to Know Your Sudbury Wolves Prospects from the 2024 OHL Priority Selection. With me today, I have first-round pick Luca Blonda. Luca, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for joining me. So tell me a little bit about what that draft experience was like for you. Who were you watching the draft with? What was the atmosphere like for you?
Yeah, obviously it was a pretty cool experience. I got to watch it in the dressing room with a couple buddies on the team, and it was definitely surreal, and it definitely made me feel quite awesome about being picked. So it was super cool and a super fun experience.
That's great. So phone rings. It's a phone call coming from Sudbury. It's GM Rob Papineau letting you know that you've been selected to join the pack. What were your emotions in that phone call? What was that like?
Honestly, it was unreal. I mean, obviously getting picked by the Sudbury Wolves is first class, and I was super excited to get that phone call, and a feeling of joy, relief to know that you finally been picked was something that was definitely so I was definitely very proud of myself, and it was definitely a good moment for sure.
That's great. Now, you mentioned watching the draft with a couple of teammates. In this draft class, you have a couple of guys who are also from the Sioux, like yourself and Cole Reggett and Danny McDonald. Did you know those guys beforehand? Have you played with them in the past? If so, what was it like to get drafted to the same team as those guys?
Yeah, obviously we had a pretty loaded team back in the Sioux, and almost all the guys on that team got drafted. So it was cool to see everyone go, and obviously Cole and Danny got drafted to Sudbury too, and playing with them was unreal. Obviously, they're a great group of guys, and on and off the ice, they were like a family to me. So I'm super excited that they're with me for the next couple of years.
That's awesome. Now, for Wolves fans who haven't had a chance to see you in action yet, how would you describe yourself as a hockey player?
I think I'm fast, smart, puck moving defenseman. I use my speed and ability to make plays, and I like to score goals.
Right on. Now, you're one of two guys from this 2024 draft class who's put pen to paper and signed and committed to the Sudbury Wolves. What was that moment like for you to kind of see all your hard work come to fruition and put your name on that piece of paper?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just the first step, but it's definitely a step up the mountain that I'm working to climb. And it was one of the most fun experiences ever. Rob took me into his office and got pen to paper, and it was super cool. We got the photo and everything, so super exciting for me and my family, and I'm super proud of myself.
Right on. Now, do you have a player you like to model your game after, or maybe a favorite guy you like to watch?
Yeah, obviously watching Zane Perek, what he does in the league right now. I think we're both very offensive-minded defensemen, but who also can defend pretty hard. And I think that he's someone I model my game after pretty well.
Right on. Now, we did a unique thing this year where the whole draft class came to Sudbury for a playoff game. You got to meet everyone who was in that 2024 group with you, got your draft jerseys, and then got to catch a game here at the Den. What was that night like for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a surreal experience. It was meeting the group of guys. I think Sudbury did a great job drafting everyone. And I thought that it's a great group of people, and the building was super cool. It was packed right to the brim. Everyone was there. Everyone was loud. So it was super loud, and I obviously got to ring the horn there. So I thought that was a pretty cool experience too.
That's what I was going to ask you about next. I'm going to have to fact check this after, but as of right now, I'm pretty confident you're the only prospect who's ever done that pre-playoff game. Were you a little bit nervous out there when you were on the siren?
Yeah, definitely a little nerve shot through, but as I was ringing it, they kind of flushed away. But it was at first I was pretty nervous going up to it for sure.
I thought you did a great job, so that was awesome. Now,
Yeah.
what are you working on this summer? Obviously, you got a big training camp coming up here in the fall. What are you trying to improve on to make sure you're ready?
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be guys bigger, faster, stronger than me. So I'm just trying to catch up to that pace, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger, and get my gap control a little better. It needs a little work, but I'm really trying to work on that a lot this summer.
Gotcha. Now, what about away from the rink? Do you have any hobbies or activities you like to do when you're not on the ice?
Yeah, I'm a big golf guy. I love to golf. It's one of I started a couple years ago, and it's been pretty good ever since.
All right, so this is an important follow-up question. In the past, I've asked fellow prospects the same thing. It's a pretty competitive group here in the locker room. Where's your game at? How you feeling right now? Are you able to come in here and kind of make a statement on the course?
I'm all right. I wouldn't say I'm gonna be the best in the team, but I think I'm pretty good. I get myself around.
I like the confidence. I respect it a lot. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Look forward to seeing you again in the fall, and congratulations once again on being drafted to the Sudbury Wolves.
Man, thank you.